discuss about the subject of the Indian polity and constitution. This is really a very interesting and subject full of dynamism. But before starting with the subject, I would like to interact with you with few topics which will make a better understanding of yours regarding what is UPSC and what is civil services. Firstly, I request everyone that you are not exactly preparing for the IAS or the IPS or the IFS or the IRS. These are the post or the designations for which you are fighting for. The name of your examination is CSE, which is called as Civil Services Examination, and this examination is conducted by a body which is called as UPSC, Union Public Service Commission, and in Hindi it is called as Sangh Lok Seva Ayog. I'm again explaining you about the same, that you are preparing for CSC, that is Civil Services Exam, and this exam is conducted by a commission or a government or a constitutional body whose name is UPSC, which stand for the Union Public Service Commission or Sangh Lok Seva Ayog in Hindi. So when we are going to understand about this exam, we need to understand about that what are the determinants or the prerequisites of this exam. कि किसी भी एग्जाम को पहले पढ़ने से पहले, उसकी प्रिपरेशन के बारे में हमें तैयारी करने से पहले हमें सबसे पहले ये तैयारी करनी होगी कि वो एग्जाम क्या है और जो संस्था या फिर जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और एनी कमीशन which is conducting this exam is which kind of body or which kind of commission. हमें उसके बारे में पहले जानना होगा. As simple as that. So I am not going to start with what is articles, what are schedules. Okay, I will be starting with the very basic topic, what is UPSC. Because all of you are preparing for the exam, someone is saying that I am preparing for the IAS, someone is saying I am preparing for the IPS, but nobody is going to study about that what is UPSC. The body which is conducting your exam, you need to understand about that body. So let's just understand about that what is this body is about, what is UPSC. So here it is written, UPSC is the watchdog of the merit system in India. It's a watchdog. What is watchdog? Watchdog are the persons or the organizations which monitors the behavior of persons or individual. Let me explain you by giving an example. For example, I am a watchdog over you. SEBI is the watchdog over the stock market. SEBI stands for the Security and Exchange Board of India. Okay, so watchdog means those organization which performs the or which monitors the behavior of a person, individual, or organization. Okay, so now the question rises, what is UPSC? I have written over here, UPSC is the watchdog of merit system in India. That UPSC stands for the watchdog of merit system in India. It pulls out the best talent out of the candidates. So it's a which kind of agency? That it's a agency which is maintaining or which is the kind of watchdog of the merit system in India. Watchdog example I've already given to you. It is concerned with the recruitment of AIS officers. Okay. So when we are discussing about this, UPSC is concerned with the recruitment of AIS officers. Now the question arises, what are the AIS officers or who are the AIS officers? AIS stands for the All India Services. Now the All India Services, when I am discussing about, the All India Services is categorized into three parts. Okay, IAS, IPS, and IFOS. Indian Administrative Services, Indian Police Services, Indian Forest Services. These three are the AIS services. Now, the UPSC conducts exam only for these three services? No. The UPSC exactly conducts exam for the AIS, Central Services Group A. Okay. Central Services Group B. Okay. Total, if I calculate, these are 24 services. And the best services that generally students prefer is the IAS, Indian Administrative Services, IPS, Indian Police Services, IRS, Indian Revenue Services, IFS, Indian Foreign Services. Please remember, IFOS is not the part of your civil services exam. IFOS, for that there is a separate exam which is also conducted by the UPSC. Okay, so basically you are over here about the IAS and IPS and the rest 22 kind of services. Now, which are the rest 22 services other than the IAS, IPS? IFS, Indian Foreign Services, Indian Revenue Services. Indian Revenue Services is further categorized into two parts. Please do remember about this, and if you find any information useful, please write about that information. Okay, the IRS is divided into two parts, which is called as the Indian Revenue Services. One is the IRS IT and the other is the IRS C&D. Now let's discuss about this. IRS IT, what is it? Indian Revenue Service Income Tax. The second is IRS C&D, Indian Revenue Service Custom and Excise. Got with this or not? So IRS is also of the two types. One is the IRS IT and the second is the IRS Custom and Excise. So this is the type of the fourth service. Then other than which other services are Indian Postal Services, Indian Defense Estate Services, Indian Ordnance Services. Please listen properly. It's Indian Ordnance, not Ordinance. Indian Ordnance Services. What is the work of the Indian Ordnance Services? Like the development of the arms and ammunitions into the India. Indian Postal Services, Indian Railway Personnel Services. So all these total services are 24 in nature. Okay. So when we are discussing about this, so this is the part of the AIS. Let's come back to our topic AIS, and I have already told you Central Services Group A and the Group B. Some other topic, I'll be discussing all these services into the detail. After, as we will be having our offline classes, you will be getting the handwritten notes of all these kind of services into the detail by me. Okay, let's discuss about this. I think so everyone is clear up to this. It is also consulted by the government on promotion and discipline matters. UPSC को किसी का प्रमोशन करना है, सपोज किसी आईएएस अधिकारी का प्रमोशन होना है, वो डीएम है, उसे कमिश्नर बनाया जाना है या फिर डिविजनल कमिश्नर बनना है उस इंसान ने, या फिर कमिश्नर डिवीजन कह सकते हैं, तो उसके ऊपर यूपीएससी की एडवाइस ली जाएगी कि दैट व्हाट इज द सर्विस ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड ऑफ दिस पर्सन, what is the ACR stand for the what is the annual confidential report of this person, what is the service career of this person, everything. Then on discipline matter, furthermore it's a constitutional body under the article 315 to 323. it is ये संवैधानिक बॉडी है. संवैधानिक बॉडी मींस कि इस बॉडी के आर्टिकल्स होंगे, कुछ आर्टिकल के नंबर होंगे, एंड द सेकंड थिंग कि संवैधानिक बॉडी में मींस इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बॉडी there is minimum executive interference. When I'm saying about the executive interference, minimum political interference is there. इसके अंदर politicians ज्यादा involve या फिर interfere नहीं करा कर सकते. ये बिल्कुल independent body है. Again I'm discussing with you. UPSC is concerned with the recruitment of AIS officer category, that is this group A and group B. It is also consulted by the government on promotion and discipline matter. Furthermore, it's a constitutional body under article 315 to 323 in part 14 of the COI. Part वगैरह ये सब आगे डिस्कस करेंगे, which contain provision for the powers and function of the UPSC. आगे देखते हैं कि आगे UPSC क्या है. But UPSC is not concerned with the classification of services, pay and service condition, cadre and zone management and training etc. इसको हमें डिस्कस करना होगा. तो UPSC किस किस चीज से कंसर्न नहीं है? UPSC is not concerned with the pay and service condition, cadre or zone management, training etc. Everyone is clear? These three things are not handled by the UPSC. Please listen it properly. Pay and service, what will be your pay? For example, 36,000 or 90,000. This will not be decided by the UPSC. Cadre or zone management. What is cadre or zone management? Suppose you clear the exam, you became IAS or the IPS, and you are deputed or you are being sent to some state. For example, you are being sent to the Karnataka or Kerala or Chhattisgarh or Jharkhand. So you will be called as the officer of the Karnataka cadre, officer of the Gujarat cadre, officer of the Kerala cadre. So cadre or zone management, this is also not handled by the UPSC. And training, I think so everyone knows about. Labasna is the training academy of the UPSC. Okay, so when we are discussing about this, all these matters are not handled by the UPSC. Now the question arises, if all these matters are not handled by the UPSC, then who else is handling these matters? All these matters are handled by the DOPT. Now the question arises that, sir, what is DOPT? DOPT stand for the Department of Personnel and Training. Listen properly. Your all these criterias or conditions will be handled by the DOPT, Department of Personnel and Training. And DOPT comes under which ministry? Let's discuss about this. Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pension. Got with this or not? DOPT जो डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ पर्सोनल एंड ट्रेनिंग है, ये किसी ना किसी मिनिस्ट्री के तो अंतर्गत आता ही होगा. सो इट कम्स अंडर द MOPPGP, which stand for the Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pension. Okay, so this is being the criteria कि आपके जो कार्डर है, आपकी पे सर्विस कंडीशन है, आपकी ट्रेनिंग है. वन मोर थिंग आई वांट टू डिस्कस विद यू, that Labasna is not the training academy of all the services. I have told you how many services are there, 24 services. Like for the IPS, for the IAS we are having the Labasna, for the IPS we are having the Swapna. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Academy for the Police is there. Then for the IFS we are having the separate academy which is located in New Delhi, Sushma Swaraj Institute of the Foreign. Okay, that is located into the New Delhi. IFS की ट्रेनिंग सेंटर अलग है, IRS का ट्रेनिंग सेंटर अलग है. Okay, IRS का is located into the Nagpur NADT National Academy of Direct Taxes. Okay, सभी के ट्रेनिंग इंस्टीट्यूट अलग अलग है. हाँ, लबासना में ऑलमोस्ट सब एक बार जाती हैं. So Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pension, this topic we have done. Let's understand about the furthermore. They are directly DOPT and the grievances and the pension. Let's see about the further slide. Let's move to the next slide. What is Indian polity? Okay, now I am coming to your topic. अभी भी मैं आपके टॉपिक के ऊपर कंप्लीटली नहीं आया हूं. अभी भी मैं आपको सिर्फ यही बता रहा हूं कि अभी सिर्फ हम बेसिक्स कर रहे हैं इसका. अभी हमने यूपीएससी के बारे में डिस्कस किया. जैसे आप एक बार और देख सकते हैं कि यूपीएससी क्या है. सपोज एनीबडी आस्क यू व्हाट इज यूपीएससी. ओके, तो डू नॉट स्टार्ट गिविंग द आंसर यूपीएससी मींस यूनियन पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन. इफ प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज द डिमांड ऑफ द क्वेश्चन बाय द अदर पर्सन. इफ अदर पर्सन हैज आस्क्ड यू that what does UPSC stand for, then it will be an appropriate answer that respected sir or ma'am, UPSC stand for the Union Public Service Commission. You understood, I understood. Now he said define UPSC or what is UPSC. Now you have to give a proper explanation that what is UPSC. So please remember this again. UPSC is the watchdog of merit system in India. Then after that it is concerned with the recruitment of AIS officer. Which are the AIS officer? AIS stand for the All India Services, जिसके अंदर आएंगे आपके IAS, IPS. So it is concerned with the recruitment of AIS, which is called as the All India Service. IAS, IPS and IFOS. What is Indian Forest Services? Indian Forest Services का separate exam है. तो आपके पास AIS कौन सी है? सिर्फ दो हैं. Which are these? One is the IAS and second is the IPS. Now why these are called as the AIS? ये भी आपका क्वेश्चन एड्रेस कर देते हैं एक मिनट के लिए. Because all these services, especially the AIS, that is the three services, IAS, IPS and IFOS, directly fall under the central government. Okay, और जो इनका वर्किंग क्राइटेरिया है इस सेंटर और स्टेट के कोऑपरेशन पर चलता है. जैसे आपने एग्जाम क्लियर किया, आपका एग्जाम किसने कंडक्ट किया? यूपीएससी ने. आपको हैंडल किसने किया? डीओपीटी ने. आपकी ट्रेनिंग किसने कहा? लबासना ने. बट आप काम कहाँ पे करेंगे? किसी ना किसी स्टेट के अंदर करेंगे. इट्स क्वाइट नेचुरल इन नेचर. तो सेंटर स्टेट फेडरल रिलेशन के ऊपर खड़ा है पूरा. तो आईएएस आईपीएस देन इट्स अ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बॉडी. ये हम आगे पॉलिटी में पढ़ेंगे डिटेल में, आर्टिकल 315 टू 323. देन बट यूपीएससी इज नॉट कंसर्न विद द क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ सर्विसेज, service condition, cadre zone management. All these matter are directly handled by the DOPT and the Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pension. This is quite simple in nature कि किस तरीके से पूरा सिस्टम काम कर रहा है. डिपार्टमेंट और मिनिस्ट्री में भी डिफरेंस मैं आपको समझा देता हूँ. व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द डिपार्टमेंट एज वेल एज द मिनिस्ट्री. मिनिस्ट्री मीन्स विच इज डीलिंग विद अ स्पेसिफिक क्राइटेरिया और विच इज डीलिंग विद अ स्पेसिफिक पोर्टफोलियो. मिनिस्ट्री को पोर्टफोलियो भी बोला जा सकता है. जैसे मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम, वो कंप्लीट इंडिया के अफेयर्स देखेगी. लाइक व्हाट आर द अफेयर्स ऑफ द इंडिया? इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी का प्रॉब्लम है, CISF, CRPF जो हमारी पैरा मिलिट्री फोर्सेज हैं, देन आफ्टर दैट नक्सलिज्म का इशू है, जम्मू एंड कश्मीर के इश्यूज हो गए, ये सारे इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी की प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, तो इनको मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम देखेगी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल वी आर हैविंग इश्यूज विद द पाकिस्तान, चाइना, वी आर हैविंग सम इश्यूज विद द USA also. Currently we are having some issue with the this Canada also, because the Canada is supporting on the Kisan or the farmer protest. Okay, the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has openly come in support of the farmers, whereas the India has rightly said that Canada doesn't have any kind of right to interfere with the internal affairs of the India. India have rightly said, but even after that, the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is not changing his stance. He's still rigid on his stance. He repeated the stance again that I will support the farmers. So when we understand about this, what do you got to know about this? That is the Ministry of External Affairs will handle the issue of the foreign. Okay, so Ministry of Defense will handle the issue of the defense, like the or the aspects or the features related with the defense, purchase of Rafale, purchase of S-400 missile system. Recently we are going to purchase some helicopters from the USA. So ये ministries इनको handle करती हैं time to time. और ministries के नीचे क्या होते हैं? Ministries के अंदर there will be a number of departments. Okay, जैसे कि मैंने अभी आपको बताया कि जो Ministry of Personnel है, okay, like we are discussing about Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pension. तो क्या मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ पर्सोनल, पब्लिक ग्रीवेंसेस एंड पेंशन में क्या सिर्फ एक ही डिपार्टमेंट होगा? नहीं, ये तो सिर्फ एक डिपार्टमेंट है जिसका मैंने जिक्र किया है, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ पर्सोनल ट्रेनिंग. इसके अंदर तो बहुत सारे डिपार्टमेंट्स हैं. जैसे एक डिपार्टमेंट है DARPG. ओके, व्हाट इज द वर्किंग ऑफ द DARPG? डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव रिफॉर्म्स एंड पब्लिक ग्रीवेंसेस. ओके, कि DARPG का काम क्या है कि एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में कैसे रिफॉर्म्स आने चाहिए. जैसे कुछ स्टूडेंट्स ने सुना होगा जरूर अबाउट द ARC रिपोर्ट्स. ओके, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव रिफॉर्म कमीशन रिपोर्ट, पंछी कमीशन ने कोई रिपोर्ट दे दी, सरकारिया कमीशन ने कोई रिपोर्ट दे दी, उसको इंप्लीमेंट करना, ये DARPG का काम है. तो हर मिनिस्ट्री में बहुत सारे डिपार्टमेंट्स होते हैं. ऐसी एक्सटर्नल अफेयर में है, ऐसी डिफेंस मिनिस्ट्री में है, ऐसी होम में है. सो इट मींस मिनिस्ट्री इज अ हेड सिस्टम. एंड हु विल बी द इंचार्ज ऑफ द मिनिस्ट्री? अ मिनिस्टर विल बी द इंचार्ज ऑफ द मिनिस्ट्री. एज सिंपल एज दैट. एक मिनिस्टर मिनिस्ट्री का इंचार्ज होगा. गॉट विद दिस और नॉट? A minister will head the ministry, and below the ministry we are having various kinds of department in the center as well as into the state. Okay, so this we'll be doing today.